Well, here is a very good question. It's about the culture of lies, and I've noticed there are many smart yet very good people. I mean, like spiritually good people, and some of them they happen to be in business. Well, business, according to me, it's an awful disaster that soon or later, actually, it's going to be sooner than later, it will have consequences to the humankind. Well, at one point, it's a good to have business and to have the capital working for you and the capital to work for humanity. Let's say a good example of that would be the conglomeration of Stern, the high speed hadron collider. That's a good thing. That's how money it's used very well for good. Now, I'm asking this question because I've noticed very good people, like really good people, are preaching the culture of lies. Let's say I'm going to name a few names and few books. Tim Ferriss, for example. What was the other guy? The 48 Laws of Power. Brilliant guy. Um, and many others, including all these big people like top CEOs of top companies. They even managed to make business out of spirituality, which is very good business, you know. But take it with a salt of grain, and it's just because it's a business, you know. So I've been watching these people as well on interviews, live interviews, and somehow they have their clique, they have their fraction, they have like these clubs, so-called clubs, that you ain't part of it, you know. You are not part of these clubs. They have their own clubs, they high-level clubs, they low-level clubs, but these smart people, they are very intelligent and they are also good people, and I read their books and then I see what they are in real life. Now, when you hear them on the interviews, they would most likely will not tell you what they say in the book. So there is like a incoherence. There is a controversy between how they do their interviews and how do talk in their books, with the exception with this guy Greeny. He's like, I like his interviews there. But again, the technology that they say, it's a technology of lies, and the underlying BS, it's one of these BS rules is, well, if you want to be successful, well, you have to lie. And this is the fabric of the current reality. If you're a really truthful person, you will, well, nice guys last whatever, you know. So, well, if you're the nice guy, and I really believe that these people are very nice guys. I find them in internet, and I find them. I read their books, and they are very interesting and knowledgeable. And there is a little bit of questions in my head. Why these people act like this and write like that? some some of these people say, well, you know, oh, brilliant Peter Joseph, one of these guys, you know. I like this guy. Peter Joseph had an interview with Alex Jones, and at one point, you know, Alex Jones is very intimidating. You know, he intimidates all the, and that's his gimmick, of course. He is also trying to enlighten the people in his own ways. But there was a At one point, Peter Joseph just dropped this. Well, I have to make a living. I'm whore as all of you. Well, that was a good, you know, statement. I like the statement, but at least he is honest. That's my observation. I may not be right. I may be wrong, but well, the current underlying presupposition is the following: if you really want to have success in your life, you have to cope with the bullshit. You have to cope. Not only you have to cope with the bullshit, you have to be part of the bullshit. You have to be actively doing bullshits. It's like 24 hours. Somehow another brilliant take. A statement was Tim Ferriss at one point in his book say, when they ask him what he does, the first thing comes to his mind, should I answer I'm a pathological liar? Very brilliant. I think that's like the most brilliant line of Tim Ferriss. And I know Tim Ferriss is like a super cool guy. I see his behavior. A really good guy, really. But in his book, the preachings, oh my God, the preachings are... Well, so what do you think about that? Should you submit to the culture of lies?